it's Jennifer, and we get a lot of questions from people about if we offer dry needling services here at Peak Endurance. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about what dry needling is and why you might use it, because yes, we do offer it here at Peak Endurance. So if you've never heard of dry needling, you're like, what? Why is it dry versus wet? So dry needling uses a solid needle to penetrate like a tight muscle. So we're not injecting a fluid or a medicine into your body, so that's why it's dry needling versus wet needling. The needles are about 1/20th the size that you experience when you're getting blood drawn, for example. So they're the same needles that are used for acupuncture. So how is dry needling different from acupuncture? So acupuncture follows kind of an Eastern medicine, holistic way of thinking, and stays very surface on the skin, whereas dry needling is more of a Western approach, and there's like a problematic muscle identified, and that's the muscle that is dry needled specifically. So both have good evidence for helping to manage pain and reduce sensitivity, but there's just a little difference in the approach there. For acupuncture, you also usually leave the needles in for like an hour, and then dry needling, they're just in there for a few minutes. So a few differences to know between acupuncture and dry needling. There's a few thoughts as to why it works. So whenever you have like a tight muscle or a sensitive muscle, there's a lot of input from your brain going to that muscle, like telling it to contract basically. So the needle disrupts that neurological input to the muscle and kind of helps it reset and remember how to be a well-functioning muscle and how to relax a little bit and just reduce that sensitivity. So two, when you insert the needle into a muscle, you're inserting a foreign object, and that's causing a little injury to the muscle. So your body works to heal that injury from the needle, and while it's doing that, it can also heal the larger injury that we're dealing with. So that's mostly from increased blood flow. So three, when you have a muscle that's contracting, there's calcium ions that are helping those reactions happen in your body, and the metal of the needle is thought to disrupt the flow of those calcium ions and help reduce the sensitivity of the muscle that way. So that's a little more information about dry needling. So if you feel like you just have a tight muscle that won't let go, or you're just experiencing a very sensitive area, it might be something that we could discuss using as one intervention in conjunction with the proper like loading and mobility and those kinds of things that we also do at Peak Endurance. So happy to have a discussion with you, but just wanted to share some information so that you feel a little more knowledgeable about what you're considering. Thanks.